Sam O'Reilly for Fight Talk. I'm here today, Mr. Isaac Chamberlain. Been off the grid a little bit, my man, but how are you?
I'm very good, man. Just been putting my head down, just working, man. Working behind closed doors.
Yeah.
So just been grafting, man.
I've just obviously witnessed your training session with legendary trainer Jorge Rubio. That was intense. Like, he treats them pad sessions like they're a fight. Like, he's coming to make you work every second. First of all, take me back. How did the link up even happen with him?
I was speaking to my friend Marcus Williams. So I was speaking with him because obviously I know him through the boxing world, and we were just talking, and he was saying, because obviously after the fight I was just kind of like wanted to change everything around. So obviously I moved out of Brixton, you know, I moved to Sutton. Yeah, I got an apartment in Sutton now, you know. So I was there, and then obviously I was speaking to Mark, and he was like, oh yeah, you know, Jorge Rubio's gonna be coming down, blah blah blah, you have to keep it a secret, you know what I mean? And he's training with a guy, with a trainer as well, a very good trainer called Angel Fernandez, you know, and he was just like, we were just talking, and he was like, oh yeah, where's he gonna be training? And he was like, oh, he's gonna be training in Sutton. And he was like, what? I'm training in Sutton. And I was thinking, right, this can't just be a coincidence. Do you know what I mean? It's a sign. So I just thought, do you know what? I went down there, started training with Angel. Everything was just great. I loved it, you know. And then obviously we waited until Rubio came down. We started to train with Rubio. I just kept it under wraps for a while now. You know, kept it under wraps for a while. So we've just been grafting, as you can see. After, like, at the moment, Jorge, he's at my house, you know, so I'm picking his brain with boxing knowledge all the time. He's like a Bible of boxing because he knows so much. So we're obviously studying opponents, studying past fights, studying all sorts of different types of fighters that he's trained as well. You know, he has a vast amount of fighters that he's trained. You know, he was training David Hay, you know, for like his first 10 or 15 fights, you know, without anyone really knowing. Do you know what I mean? Obviously he was in the background. He used to train in Miami. Whenever he was in Miami, David Hay, he was training with Rubio. Do you know what I mean? And he trained Amir Khan, he trained Rugandao, he trained Luis Ortiz, amateur. He trained so many he trained Jermaine Taylor, which I didn't even know about.
Yeah. You
know, he trained so many good world champions. So you know, his knowledge is like second to none.
I've just seen him work for half an hour with a pro boxer in there, on just literally the way he turns his ankle, the tiny details, and he spent half an hour teaching that. I mean, what does that bring to you as a pro who's obviously, you're established now, but you're still young and learning? What does it mean to you to have that sort of intricacy in your training day in, day out?
I love it, you know, because that's the little things that separate you from, you know, that level. Do you know what I mean? Everything is down to the smallest detail, you know. And I just think that's what separates you with like you and other opponents. So I think, you know, I'm always trying to learn and always trying to do extra. And sometimes he's like, Isaac, chill, just, you know. And then I'm just like, no, we need to get it right. We need to do more. We need to do more. And obviously, I'm the type of person, I'm obsessive with it. Do you know what I mean? If I want to get this right, I put everything in it. The world around me could be burning down, and I'm still trying to get it right. That's the type of focus that I have. And the best thing about Jorge is that his energy feeds off of you. I mean, you feed off of his energy, and just the way he is, yeah. And then he's doing stuff, and then you can feel his aura, and then that makes you want to work. So you're like, okay, let's go. Do you know what I mean? So you have to psych yourself up and to go and go and go, no matter what happens outside. You leave everything that's happened outside, and when you come to the gym, you're here to work. And that's the mentality that I always come in here with. So you know, you put on your music playlist while I'm coming to the gym, and I'm just focused.
You know, obviously so far it's not been a great year inside the ring. You've had the one fight, the disappointment, where you got hurt as well as the defeat. Mentally, do you think that could be a blessing in disguise? Because right now, like, obviously I've seen you train before, and you've always been a very dedicated fighter, but the intensity I've just seen in there, do you think that's to do with the loss? Is that to do with just that you're in a good space now? What would you, do you know what I mean? Do you think it could be a positive, the defeat?
Oh yeah, 100%. It was a positive. I found out who's around me, you know, or who's there just for the fame and whatever. Do you know what I mean? I found that out a whole lot, and I felt like I needed to make these changes to grow as a person as well. not just as a boxer, but as a human being. You know, I did a lot of that, and you know, it was. I definitely think it was a blessing in disguise. You know, it just made me grow as a person as well. Before, I think I was a little bit naive. You know, everyone thinks it's just the right way. Oh, you box and then you win, and then you win a world title, like it's that easy. But it's never that easy. There's always highs and there's always lows. But you know, the lows make the highs worth it.
Yeah, it was a fairly public sort of breakdown with your trainer, your previous where you were in the gym and stuff, so people were aware of what was happening to an extent. Was it easy enough to get your management and training situation? Obviously the Jorge Rubio situation came up, but you know, your management side and stuff, is that all sorted now? Is that all taken care of?
It's all taken care of now, and you know, we're still doing the legal stuff as well. You know, still battling the little legal stuff, but I think it's all sorted. You know, but at the end of the day, I'm just happy that everything is planned out. You know, sometimes you'll never understand the way your story is supposed to go, but you know, God has a plan for you. You know, so I just believe that, you know, with the next fight, you're gonna see something very, very intense. You know, and I just want to inspire all the people out there, all the boxing fans out there, that you know, everyone in life takes losses, but mine happened to be in front of thousands of people and millions watching. Do you know what I mean? So, but everybody takes it. You know, it's just how you come back and how you bounce back as a person, how you bounce back. That shows your character. And I want to tell them that, you know, I'm just like you. I'm not a superstar. Do you know what I mean? I'm just like you, but I work extremely hard to get to where I want to be. You know, never had no amateur background. I never went to the Olympics. I never done that. I just had 9 amateur fights, but I went through grafting. Do you know what I mean? How can I say it? And I just went through grafting, working hard. Do you know what I mean? Working hard day in and day out in the gym, waiting for my chance. Do you know what I mean? But all of this is all part of my story. You know, when I fought Essential and he was 7-0, 4 KOs before he became a journeyman and all of that, he came to kill. He broke my rib in the first round. No, he broke my rib in the 3rd round. Then I knocked him out in the 6th. Then I fought Camacho. Then my shoulder dislocated. You know, straight after. And I fought Camacho when I had 5 professional fights. So it just shows, you know, he tried to give me the real gut check twice, but you know, I still came back. You know, I still remember when the shoulder came out and
yeah, I still remember that day. That was unbelievable. You know, the heart you showed in there.
I showed it, but it kind of, one day you're always gonna have to test your mettle. Even the Henshaw fight, no one really saw that, but you know, when he broke my rib and I was gasping for air because you can't really breathe fully in. Do you know what I mean? So I was like, and it was just pain. But yeah, sometimes you have to dig it out of yourself. It's not really the physical, it's more the mental and the spiritual to really be like, do you know what, it's do or die time now. Do you know what I mean? But you know, I'm glad everything happened the way it did, and I think, you know, God's plan was for me to, you know, to take that L so that so everyone that doesn't need to be in my life can be dispersed, you know, and the people that need to be in my life and that God has a plan for in my life, it can still be there, and separate who's there and who's there for what intention. So I definitely feel like that needed to happen.
When you look back at the Lawrence Okolie defeat, but you look at that, rather than the mental side, the actual technical breakdown of the reasoning you may have lost the fight, have you watched it back and sort of, basically I want to know if you want a rematch with Lawrence Okolie, have you looked at it and gone, I did this wrong and this wrong, or was it on the night, was it stylistically, what do you think went wrong within the ring itself?
Within the ring, it was kind of, you know, everyone said it like I wasn't myself. You know, I wasn't myself. I think I explained it in the iPhone interview that got taken down, that you know, the amount of training that I was doing, even on, I wasn't even resting on Sunday. So by the time I stopped training, I think it was the public workout. I mean, you're supposed to have more than a week, so at least just to recover your body and get rid. And obviously I was speaking about that with Jorge, and he was like, that's crazy, like, do you know what I mean? But I was trusting my trainers, my old trainers. I was trusting his experience instead of how my body feels. And I think that, you know, next time I'll obviously be like, yo, listen, I'm done.
You're overtrained,
finished. Do you know what I mean? So I need to rest. Do you know what I mean? But you know, in the fight. I mean, take nothing away from him. He did what he had to do to win. You know, he used his tactics, what he had to do to win. But obviously, I obviously saw, you know, what was lacking. Do you know what I mean? But you can kind of see the difference. Like, for example, when I fought Wadi, I had 2.5 weeks notice. Like, you can't overtrain in 2.5 weeks. Do you know what I mean? So, but all the training I'd done, I rested and whatever. So when I got in there, I had that inside me to really go. But because of the training in the last fight, when I wanted to really go, I couldn't. It was just not there. The engine wasn't really like, I didn't have like another gear. It was like it was staying on one gear. I was fit, don't get me wrong, so fit, but I didn't have the gear. Like it was just a funny fight. Do you know what I mean? So I just know that the next time, obviously we've watched the fight with Jorge a lot of times. Jorge and my other coach Angel, we've watched it a lot of times, and we know the tactics that we're gonna use. You know, hopefully we will find.
You believe that fight happens again?
Oh yeah, 100%. It will be like Dylan and Joshua the second time. Yeah. You know, they're working their way. He's gonna go his way, I'm gonna go my way, and we're gonna meet at the top again.
When you know, you've had your mental, and you look around you after a defeat and you work out who's with you, were there a lot of surprises? You know, I mean, they always say you look around you who's there when you get defeated rather than when you win. Would you say that there was people that surprised you that have maybe not stayed in contact as much? You know, the mental side, and the highs of the high and the lows of the lows.
It wasn't really much. No, not really. It wasn't really much of a surprise. The people that I'm with, yeah, I know. You know, I kind of knew they were gonna be there. Do you know what I mean? And I kind of think like, how can I say it? I wasn't really focused on that, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't really focused on that. I was just focusing on mentally how to recover. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously you lost your first fight, you're thinking the world is gonna end. You're thinking, was it like people like? I don't know, man. So other people lose and then they think it's just nothing. Oh yeah, you know, I'll come back again. Listen, I was distraught. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously you dedicate your whole life to it. Do you know what I mean? But it shows your character, how you bounce back. And obviously the double with the taking money and all of that stuff, that was kind of like raw. That was the surprise. It wasn't really the fight. The fight is the fight, but the real surprise is how he acted and how other people acted after when that happened. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you know, you kind of learn, man. You learn, and obviously you just get used to this is how life is and this is how it's gonna be. You know, sometimes you live in like, you kind of live where you're kind of ignorant to all of that. But you know what I mean? But this was a big wake up call, and you know, it made me train a lot harder. It made me know no one's gonna give you nothing. I already knew that, but I just thought, because I've been in all these hard fights and I've been, you know, through the toughness, you kind of get used to it. Like, yeah, it's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna get through it. But now it's kind of like, you gotta do a lot more. You know what I mean? Always gotta do that bit much more.
You have a date for the return, October 27th, is that right? In the Copper Box. I mean, how good does that feel to have a date to work towards now? It's going to be, what, say 7-8 months out by the time you get back in there. I mean, you must be well excited for the return.
Oh yeah, I'm very, very excited, man. I just can't wait. You know, I can't wait. We're just grafting. You know, and you know, it's time to really show there's another Isaac now. Do you know what I mean? Another Isaac. Every day I'm working on my technique. Every day I'm grafting in the gym. You know, everything around me is just, it's nice. You know, like living out here in Sutton now. You know, it's a lot better. You know, I've got my mind more focused on boxing. Everything is just nice, man. You know, I'm just enjoying. I'm enjoying my time training. You know, certain times I wasn't enjoying training before, but now I'm enjoying training. Like sometimes I can't sleep because I can't wait what I'm gonna learn the next day. Like, that's how obsessed I am and excited I am now. You know, so I just can't wait, man.
You don't have an official opponent as of today confirmed. I know there's obviously talks of certain people and stuff. Was there talks with Rubio of, should you have sort of a tick over fight, or you want to get straight back into a hard fight because you're feeling so positive?
with Rubio, he wasn't, because he saw the talent, you know, and then we started working together. He said, you know what, forget these takeovers. You have to go in there and show the world that, listen, you're not going nowhere. Do you know what I mean? And the fact that he had that motivation in me, and he's had that confidence in me, you know, and he's saying that, you know, and he's trained so many champions. Obviously, he's not gonna bullshit me. You know what I mean? So I know he's telling the truth, and I feel like, you know, that's exciting. It's exciting that he said that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So man, I just can't wait, man. You know, I just really can't wait to just put on a great performance, and you know, everyone's gonna see the real return, man. Isaac's back and he's different.
Does it matter to you, as a, you know, short term, what titles you look to go towards? Because obviously I saw you were trying to get Waddy to fight you for the Commonwealth title. You've now got Okolie fighting against asking for the British. So in your immediate future, what do you want to fight for? What titles? Or is it literally get in there and start doing what you do again and feel happy within the ring?
Get in there and do what I'm doing, really, you know. Get in there and do what I'm doing. Right now we're just looking for the date. Looking for the type of opponent. You know, hopefully we're trying to get Luke Watkins, you know, for the next fight. So we're just trying to get him. I think we're in talks at the moment. So we're just, you know, waiting and seeing.
Yeah. Waddy and Arfan fighting. Obviously Waddy, former opponent of yours, for the Commonwealth title. Yeah. Would you like to get in there with the winner in an ideal world?
Yeah, of course. But the thing is, like, you know, boy, you know, I went 10 rounds with Waddy, you know, with the shoulder and whatever, and Arfan knocked him out, and he was just like, I was trying to get the fight, and he was just like, oh, speak to Goodwin, and Goodwin was like, yeah, I'm not doing it. And I kind of think, well, when I saw that announced, I was thinking, look at this idiot, you set yourself up, because obviously Arfan knocked you out, yeah, and it's all gonna be on if you fought me, it would have been on a Sky Bill, whatever, it would have been like on TV, probably even main event. Do you know what I mean? But obviously Gordon wanted it on his own show, on his terms. He manages both fighters, he doesn't really care who wins. Do you know what I mean? Because he has both fighters. I'm thinking, this guy, you set yourself up. Do you know what I mean? But you know, each to their own, but he probably would have got a lot more money fighting me as well, because of how great the first fight was. So, but you know, if that's how he thinks, that's how he thinks, isn't it? That's whatever, man. So good luck to him, and good luck to Arfan. You know, may the best man win. Yeah, it's a good fight. I was at the first one. It's a good fight, and they're guys that are looking to propel themselves as well, I guess. So no, it's a good fight. Finally, Lawrence Okolie, as I touched on, and Matty asking for the British. That's a title that I know you'd like in the future. How do you see that fight going? Obviously, you've been in there with Lawrence, and you know what he's good at, and maybe his flaws as well. How do you see that fight playing out? I don't really know, to be honest, you know. I really don't know. It's probably gonna be like a street fight, to be honest. That's what I kind of think it's just gonna be. They're just gonna both go at it with each other, you know. And you know, Lawrence is very big. He's a massive cruiserweight, and he'll probably try and use his size as well. Obviously Askin is big too, but I don't know. If Lawrence can use his range and use his power, you know, I think he can do some damage. Yeah. But Askin could do it with his experience as well. Do you know what I mean? So just seeing, we can just wait and see. It's going to be definitely going to be a good fight. Yeah, no, it'd be a good fight. You know, what's the reaction been like from people who, you know, like your promoter, obviously Eddie Hearn? I know after the defeat he was straight on to you and stuff. He's been in contact. Has it been sort of an open line of communication with Eddie? Has he been in contact a lot, you know, checking on you, how you're going, how your training is and stuff? And I bet he's happy to have you back in there, because you're such a young talent. I mean, he wants you back in there on the big bills. Yeah, right now, not dry, because I've just been focused on myself. He's looking at all the training sessions. He sees everything. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, I think he's just waiting for how different I'm gonna be. Do you know what I mean? I'm different. I'm gonna be, and a lot of people, they mistake. They think I'm a lot older than I am. I just turned 24. Do you know what I mean? So I have a lot of time to give to the game, you know, and I'm definitely looking to be as good as I can be and dedicate my life for 100%. Do you know what I mean? Because this game, you don't get long. I've probably got about 10 years left, so I want to put absolutely everything, blood, sweat and tears in these 10 years, and obviously make smart decisions decisions, especially with my money. Make smart decisions, and I just don't want to be like one of them guys that have cars and do all of this and all of that, and then after you have nothing to show for it, and then you're having to have another return fight after retirement because you need the extra money and stuff. I don't want to really be living like that type of life. I just want to be smart with investments and be smart with my money and live a good life. You know, help my family, help my mum and everything, and just work extremely hard and be the best I can be.
Definitely. Well, that's a perfect way to end the interview. As I say, the session I've just seen with Jorge Rubio was intense, to say the least. I look forward to seeing the new Isaac and the return of Isaac Chamberlain. Thank you very much for talking to Fight Talk.
Thank you, guys.